Welcome back, co-air, to another episode of One Air TV. I'm so glad that you're here with me. You know, I'm your girl, I'm your sis. I am that one, okay? Whoever you want me to be, I am that one. Today we are talking about vision boards. Y'all, it's 2020. How you doing, boo? How you doing? 2020, right? I haven't seen you since last year. It is 2020 and vision board parties are popping up all over the place. Don't get me wrong. I love vision parties. I love the mixing. I love the mingling. I love actually planning and visually seeing the goals and the ideas in my head come to life before me. But what's wrong with vision parties, what I cannot get with fully, is that you'll leave the vision party amped and excited in that time and in that moment. But girl, after a month goes by, you know where that vision board's at?
2 hours later.
Oh, that's it. You don't even know where it's at, right? It's tucked away probably in a closet. It's rolled up off to the side. It's gone. That vision, if you even get that far out a month, it's done away with. It was fun, right? So it was more like a wish list. And that's what I'm trying to get away from. So guess what? Guess what your girl did, okay? I created this cute little booklet. It is the ultimate planning guide for a vision party. Do away with the wishes and start planning visual strategic goals. This little guide, I've tested it out with a group of ladies thus far. Do you remember CL2? Yeah, I tested it out with them, Kendall and Joy. And oh yeah, we did have a guest. We had Lauren, and it was pretty fun. It made us think. It made us really dive into our own minds to figure out where we're at in life, what we want to do, why we want to do it, and what we didn't do so well with before. Because one thing I want you ladies, my co-heirs, my sisters, to get away from is just doing it for the sake of doing it. Let's begin to do things with a purpose. Let's begin to make sure we're driving home something bigger than ourselves. And what better way to do that than to start out with your girls, planning and visually seeing and making provision for what you want to see in 2020. So in this packet, you can actually go over to my website right now, One Air is Lane, and you can download it. It is a PDF version, or you can order the print version and I can mail it to you. But it is an awesome packet to make sure that you get out to all your ladies, and it's more like a workbook for each and every one of you. It takes you through talking about what vision is and actually breaking away from that mundane, ineffective task of just having a vision party just to have one. So in here we have my Let's Talk Vision page, and I also have my 2020 year at a glance. If you have my 2020 Women Who Roar planner, you know all about what I'm talking about. And in each section of this booklet, it'll give you about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or to tell you to work for 60 minutes in certain parts just to get things done. We talk about reflecting and planning. There can be no vision without revelation. Many of us want to go ahead and jump right into the vision. This is what I see. But has God really spoken to you about that vision? Has He given you the steps? Has He guided your feet? Or are you just building a house based off of what you've seen someone else do? It's not the way to go. You know, your path is not going to look like someone else's. So it's definitely imperative, I cannot stress it enough, that you seek God in your vision. Whatever it is that you do, you know, first get a revelation about it. Actually think about that thing. Just don't jump into it. That's all I'm saying. But don't go and plant the vineyard before you've actually studied the ground. Okay? But nonetheless, before we can do anything else, this whole part about reflecting and then planning is about looking at your past year. When I did this part, I had to look and see, Jessica, did you show up for yourself? Did you really come through, or did you show up for your family? Did you show up for your community? Did you show up professionally? And believe it or not, was I surprised? Yes, I was surprised when we did this activity to find out that everyone was not there at that point in their lives where they felt like they showed up for themselves in 2019. So you know what that means? In 2020, we got to do better, right? So either you have to do better, or you're becoming your best self, or did you show up and show out for yourself? I have this part where it says, say it loud, yes ma'am, yes girl, I did that. And my accomplishments from this past year are, I'm going to just share a little bit with you guys about what I did in 2019. I, for one, came out with my 2019 Women Who Roar Planher. Very exciting time for me. I pushed and I grind and I got that baby out. Did I make big sales? To me, I did. I mean, because before I wasn't selling anything because I didn't have a planner. So yes, I may have sold less than 50 planners, but you know what? People's lives were changed. People enjoyed the planner. They used the planner daily, and that's what it's all about, helping us get our lives on track, juggling all the many hats that we do. We are women who have lives, and our lives demand a lot, depending on whether you're a mother, a wife, or you're a sister, a daughter. It doesn't matter. Whatever role you're playing, your life is demanding. So I get it. Get your life, girl says so. Oh, well, before I move on, I also yes, God, thank you for the opportunity. I was able to start teaching Bible study back in 2019. That was amazing. Okay, I didn't think that I was ready. When my husband said, you know, I want you to teach Bible study, I was like, who? Me? Oh, you want me to come through and do that? Okay, if you say so. And I had to step up a notch. I had to begin believing in myself. And that takes me to one part where I asked myself, what am I willing to leave behind in 2019? I said that I'm willing to leave behind self-doubt. I am leaving it behind. I'm no longer, if I can catch myself, when I catch myself, I'm no longer going to doubt what my ability to do or my ability to succeed. If you remember in past video, I said it wasn't me who called me, but it was God who called me. So when I doubt myself, you know who I'm really doubting? I'm doubting Him. I'm saying, God, I don't really trust you. So that is one thing I'm willing to leave behind in 2019. And what am I willing to be more of in 2019? Girl, I'm willing to be more patient. Believe it or not, I sometimes have issues with that. I am willing to charge my worth. How many of us have businesses and we're just like undercutting ourselves left and right? It takes money to do what we do, and our time is money. So we should be able to charge our worth and not feel bad about it at all. Also, Co-Air, it's time to level up in 2020. Get your planner, appointment setting, getting things done, seizing the opportunities, all that you need right here. Visit oneairslane.com/shop. Also, I understand I can't be everything for everyone. So there's some things that I have to sacrifice for what I want eventually. And I get that. It also asks you, like, what was the biggest obstacle that you encountered in executing your mission? Guess what it was for me? Wanting it all to be perfect. In my vision board, on my vision board actually, you see this quote right here? Perfectionism, there we go. Perfectionism is a total confidence killer. Who would have known? Who would have known? Okay, that was enough said right there. I found that quote in a magazine and I was like, got to put it on my board, because you know what happens when I am trying to be so perfect in my craft and things mess up. All of a sudden I get really down, I get upset, I get frustrated, and I just want to say, you know what, I'm done with this, and it destroys my confidence. So That's definitely one thing that I'm leaving behind and I'm pushing behind. I'm not allowing that to come with me in 2020. And if I catch it, I'm going to kill it on the spot, okay? 2020 mission statement. That's the next thing. Before we move forward, after we've done our reflection, we begin to write our personal mission statement to ourselves. Now, this is where it kind of gets personal. This is the moment in your life. If you've ever said, you know, well, what was I created to do? What am I here for? This is where you take the time out to encourage yourself, so that when obstacles come, mountains, valleys, it doesn't matter what you're going through, whatever that situation that just makes you want to throw your hands up in the air and say, I quit. This is when you go back to read your personal mission statement to remember why you're doing what you're doing. It's an awesome tool. And then you sign and date your name, right? This is your commitment to yourself. Nobody else has to read this. Nobody else has to see it. It is all for you. Write the vision down, make it plain. This is the next part. Habakkuk 2 through 3. Habakkuk 2 Habakkuk 2 verses 2 through 3 says, and the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. I love this scripture. My husband said that about 2 days ago, and it was really confirmation for me that for still the vision awaits its appointed time. The vision is still there. It is awaiting the appointed time. It hastens until the end. It will not lie. And if it seems slow, guess what? Wait for it. That man, wait for it. That job, wait for it. That extra income, wait for it. That child that you've been desperately wanting, wait for it. That's what it's saying. It will surely come. It will not delay. You know what? Because it's your faith. It's your faith that's going to take you and get you there. So that's why it's so important to write the vision down. And so here in this lovely planning guide, that's exactly what we do right here. We write the vision down, and then on this side, we begin to time it. We figure out whether or not that vision that we wrote down, that dream that we wrote down, that goal that we wrote down, that was a SMART goal, that's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. We want to make sure that that goal is time-based before we put it on our vision board. Sometimes we will have a big idea in our head, and we would just put it on our vision board, and it was never meant to be a year goal, or it was meant to be something more of maybe a lifetime goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal, 20-year goal. I don't know, but be mindful of that. This section definitely helps you plan that out. Figure out what your daily goal is, if that is maybe a year goal, if it's a 5-year goal and it's a lifetime goal. And you know what, if it's anything other than a daily or a year goal, we're not even going to put it on our vision board, because our focus is only for this year 2020, and whatever we put on here, believe me, is going to lead and add up to your ultimate lifetime goal. After that, girl, you can go ahead and you can create the vision. It's all for you. Get your poster boards, get your magazines, your sharpies, your stickers, and start flipping through those magazines, finding images, finding quotes that embody the future that you desire for yourself. This is the fun part. And take up to at least a good hour and a half on that part, and then after that you want to take and definitely focus in on that vision. So now that you have your vision and your goals in mind, let's focus on getting them accomplished. Focus on it. Make it this is where we determine which goal is an actual priority. And it's 5 little simple questions for you to answer, and then from there you pull out your top 3 goals. And here's the fun part. You go into a 90-day focus. A 90-day focus is where I'm just taking that time to focus in directly on these 3 goals that I have written down, and they are attached to my vision board. And I schedule a plan. They're short-term goals. I figure out what it is that I want to do. And from there, you go into your goal planning, where weekly you write down that goal and then you write down that strategy. And that's the only thing you want to focus on, because guess what, co-heirs? We're not good at multitasking. So why do we do it? You know, yes, we are women. Yes, we can do everything. Yes, but let's be great at monotasking in 2020. So co-heir, if that was helpful for you, definitely go to the website, download the planning guide, and I guarantee you it will be a hit at your next vision party, whether it's now, somewhere halfway throughout the year, or at the end of next year. It does not matter. It's going to help you. And that's all I'm here for. So like, comment down below, do all of those fun things. You know the ordeal. You've been here long enough. And if you're new here to the channel, welcome, sis. You got to subscribe and make sure you hit that notification button so you can be alerted anytime I post videos, which are on Saturdays. I didn't say every Saturday, but they are on Saturdays, and I'm going to do my best to give you great content each and every time. So co-heir, until next time, live in purpose, no regrets, no looking back now, crowns up. Don't be a don't, be a do. If you got my 2020 planner, you know exactly what I'm talking about.